this feels Commander as a lane. I guess the Legion should expect to do rather well in at the start. At least.
Should do very well in the beginning. Once the higher levels of Acid Spray come in, it's very hard to deny the Alchemist. But early on, I think Legion does great on this lane, and Limmp is very, very solid on his mid laning. And we also have some help here, Bounty Hunter.
You can really just see at the moment, FATA just really respecting the fact, and well, now Zfreek revealing himself, keeping himself right back away from Limmp. And as you said, just playing it safe until he does get those levels where he's going to be feeling a bit more confident with a few points into the Acid Spray. Looking elsewhere onto the other lanes, top lane, KuroKy MATUMBAM, able to get a creep wave pulled around, and bottom lane, mind control on his Slardar, going to have to deal with the combination of the Chessie on the PL, Handsken on the Dazzle. So
hard lane for the Slardar.
Yeah,
sure.
I was going to say it's going to be a good lane for the Dazzle to be able to just secure a good amount of space here for the PL, and also Zfreek as well. Actually making a bit of a movement down, around, just he's going to come back towards the mid lane. So eyes onto the out. So isn't the FATA.
He's just non-stop trying to trade, but it's a little bit dangerous under the Acid Spray. Only level 1 on this moment of courage. He's taking a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, really, it certainly looks like he's just trying to bait the Alchemist into going for an aggressive place at the bounty component ship. Bottom lane as well, Chessie. Pulling rather low, he has a salve.
Yeah, they don't have heal yet on Dazzle. Once he has that, it's going to be a lot easier for PL, but right now, Mind Control gains some good experience on his lane. About to hit level 3.
And of course, it's the last lane that we really yet to talk about, this top lane, the safe lane tri lane from Liquid up against to secure those wins for Limmp. And again, Limmp desperately looking for a bit of a pick off in the mid lane with the help of Zfreek, but
it would be nice,
hard.
But it's very hard. Here comes PL though.
Yeah, they should have a chance of getting this one here, and they will. Limmp won't find himself in the neighborhood for a duel, but nice rotation from Chessie. We'll get another kill here for the side of Complexity.
Very good aggressive rotation from Chessie, just not caring that much about his own farm, but instead realizing power pressure and ganks, you need to take control of this game early on. Because if you let Night Stalker and Slardar just get a few items, they become such monsters. So, good play here.
Faster coming in, just fending them off, and we can see indeed, even though, as you said earlier, just the parity out, the fact that he did leave the lane, he's still keeping himself up there.
Oh yeah. And he's gonna start pulling ahead. He always does, Alchemist. Even if you shut him down.
Mid lane Complexity now, putting on the pressure.
It would be nice for him to get a duel win, but it's so hard for him. They can't really get close enough. Once they get the track movement speed or one position item like Blink Dagger or even a Shadow Blade, probably not gonna be the case with Bounty on their team though. Then Legion can start looking for it.
I mean, I'm just looking at this up there. The fact that MATUMBAM just feeling confident to go past tier 1's farm at the free wave. He feels like he's untouchable at the moment.
Item. And it's going to sped up a little bit as Complexity. They take the top tower. I sort of thought that Liquid might defend that one, but I realized they just want to farm with the Alchemist for now.
Absolutely, and also MATUMBAM as well. I mean, he just gets himself involved when they see an opening for the Phoenix to land, to close the gap, getting onto the front lines, and already again, Limmp coming across, eyes onto JerAx, instantly moves away the Icarus.
If Slardar was low HP, then he's not gonna get saved that much. It's only if Phoenix is there with the Sunray, but luckily he wasn't, so. I like the aggression though. Complexity have to go and just be confident in every single fight, I think. And if he gets to a point where he has Blade Mail, he's going to deal a lot of damage to all of Liquid. They have some good right picks.
I can see the manager, there's a comparison here between Chessie and MATUMBAM. Both been involved in 2 kills, but this has got 3 assists. Nonetheless, the GPM very close. Just down to the way that MATUMBAM's been able to keep it at the farm. Nice onto mind control. There we have it, but the crush is very good indeed at Limmp. Getting punished immediately by the side of Complexity. So if there's anything more, MATUMBAM eyeing up whether he could go in for this one. He's moving him very aggressively. Will back off now.
Well, it's the way it goes. When you keep going at people non-stop, just running at them, sooner or later you run into a wall. That just happened.
And now MATUMBAM with a 3rd kill this game. I mean, as we've been saying, it's got to be scary for Complexity. Just looking at both the Lifestealer and Alchemist. You know, FATA's still sitting at the top. He did get that good timing on the Radiance over his armlet. and not a lot that they've been able to do to stop him. We've seen that one pick off by the Roche pit, but other than that, the Alchemist has had a very solid game.
I was in fact a little bit surprised to see them give Aegis to the Lifestealer, because he's so hard to bring down. He has Armlet and Echo Saber, and they don't have good heroes against him. So I thought they would put it on the Slardar maybe, or Alchemist, and those two heroes both got picked off at the Roche. So Complexity, they definitely have some signs of life here, but I think they're falling behind this Alchemist, and it's dangerous if they can't keep up.
It really is.
Smoke.
And I mean, even kind of the quieter members, I mean, look at KuroKy. He's on his Night Stalker. He's working towards that Aghanim Scepter, and he's on track to getting a good time on it as well.
He is, but at the same time, Mind Control is having a really terrible game with Slardar mid. He's gonna go for bottom.
Let's see if we can get away with this one. The back will be there. Will it be enough to save? But no, again, these little bombs. I mean, we're seeing the power. Now the question is, how heavy can Limmp punish? Can they look towards Limmp, but the shallow graves there? Limmp will be able to get himself out, but the man desperately trying to move forward to find something. It looks like Liquid will be unable to do anything about that play from Complexity, and it is another win here for the Legion Commander. So Limmp, he is finding those jewels, and we're just seeing the combination of him jumping in, the doppelganger follow through into the heal from Dazzle. That's a huge amount of nuke damage.
It is so much damage. It's really hard to fight against, and that's before the Bounty Hunter even picks up something like a Medallion or Solo Crest even. So, good combination plays by Complexity, I really like it. And I also like the Bounty Hunter, the track against Lifestealer. It allows them to keep running away. Lifestealer normally is so good at chasing people down, but he just can't keep up with them.
Top lane, Complexity coming in over a full
they're
full
TP.
push.
That could be
He
bad.
does have a jewel, and yes, he does break it again. These heal bombs just wrecking heroes, hero by hero on the side of Liquid. They've got to be so careful about getting caught out by this jewel now.
And Complexity really outplaying Liquid right now, taking more and more control of the map as well, getting towers left, right, and center.
They really are. I mean, just in the matter of the last, 5 minutes, we are seeing Limmp win these jewels, but it did just catch out the illusions, so a false positive there from their own scam.
Definitely. Sort of interesting that it marks the illusions as a correct scam.
And Liquid, I mean, with their own spike, they do want to fight this. They are moving over. So they can catch and punish any of the members of Complexity, but Complexity have the 40 minutes, and again, these initiations trying to Handsken Dazzle. Really get BTO on the Mind Control, putting on they will get the jewel, but at the same time, Complexity is going to be a heavy cost. The Supernova country, Chessie's down, triple kill for MATUMBAM and Limmp. He may have won the battle, but it doesn't look like he's going to win the war here as Liquid chase the man down. He's trying to duke it out, but Liquid, they're looking for a full
Damage
kill.
over time, he cannot get a blink off.
He's trying to play around, create as much space as he can, but Liquid punishing them hard there. 4 kills for the side, more specifically 3 kills for MATUMBAM. That's given KuroKy his completed Aghanim Scepter, an incredibly costly loss there for Complexity.
And a little bit of a misplay as well coming out from Complexity. Yes, you get the dual win, but then he TP'd away trying to TP under the sun, under the egg, and he knew when the egg went down, so he should know the stun is coming in, so they panicked a little bit. FATA just gonna farm up so much here, even the treants they're trying to run, but already feeding away some gold.
FATA just the whole game has been able to build up this incredible momentum that
he's chasing them down.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth it. He's from there, 21 plus to 36. It's huge amounts of gold going the way of this Alchemist. Roshan as well. This was what was coming up for 2 minutes, and Liquid off the back of that fight, they'll head straight into it, and nothing Complexity can even think about doing in terms of stopping them. At this point of the game, 25 minutes in, this is an incredibly scary kind of power spike that Liquid are reaching.
Complexity really can't stop that Roshan, and we've talked about the dire advantage on the analyst table, but in fact, Complexity picked Radiant in the last game and in this game as well. They want to play as Radiant, but we see Liquid.
Caught out. I mean, Mind Control and MATUMBAM playing it as well as they were in game 1 with just the initiation of the Slardar now this time around instead of the Tide, and just having that Lifestealer inside him. And you've got to kind of give a shout out to when the mind controls played as well. Yeah, he was kind of the punching bag at the start for Liquid. You know, Complexity were beating down onto him, but we've seen in the last few fights, he's getting that perfect blink onto Handsken, and suddenly, you know, without the Dazzle, it's very hard for Complexity to stand up in a 5v5 against Liquid. It's a fantastic pick-up to start the way through it.
Oh, as a Slardar, that's the money. If you ever find the Dazzle and get to jump on him, kill him immediately, that's just what you dream about. And especially as you pointed out, having a hard early game, Mind Control really stepped up here. Playing so well. And top tower gonna get backdoored here by MATUMBAM, as he has the full AC and 2,000 gold.
And this is some huge kind of numbers and values that are building up on the side of Liquid, and Complexity, they are struggling to keep up. I mean, yeah, we look back to Limmp, he had that period where he was winning kind of duel after duel. He's got the plus 62 at the moment, but the question really is at this stage, is it really enough to kind of scale as well as some of the more farm-orientated cores on Liquid?
I just think he's going to hit his timing a little bit too late. That's the thing. Too much farm coming in on everyone on Liquid. Just look at this Alchemist. He's more than the net worth of Furion and PL combined. That is not a good sign.
I mean, even just this, like the fact that the Fury is ahead of your own PL and Legion of Mind, even though it is only just by a small bit. It's got to kind of raise flags here for them. Now eyes onto Limmp. Being boosted up here by the backup of Handsken. Let's see if they get away with the kill shot. You know, oh, look at this damage! Limmp getting beat down upon by Liquid, and Handsken, he's going to follow suit as well. A double kill from MATUMBAM. I mean, he's 10-0-4 on this Lifestealer.
He cannot be stopped right now.
Oh, there is a reason why Liquid just picked this hero up in the first phase. It's absolutely brutal.
Yeah, so many teams are putting Lifestealer to great use this tournament. He has really been the top hero of the main event, I think, of the playoffs. And again, Alchemist just farming so much. These treants have to run for their lives again.
I mean, already I feel that at this stage of the game, this is panning out to be a much harder game for the side of Complexity. Chessie, eyes on the trying to make it go. Look at the second defusal charge. Has the back of the swindles, but they just don't have the downfall. They can guide them out for long enough. Yes, indeed, Chessie dodging it, following through the Octrine. He's doing a bit for FATA. It's actually going to be enough. They just can't kill this Alchemist.
And behind them, the Courier's gonna die to JerAx, meanwhile they're facing as well.
Oh, and look, they may lose some lives as well, and indeed they will. Swindles being caught out by Liquid. Another kill for MATUMBAM. Oh, at this point, it is very hard for Complexity.
Yeah, they have so much momentum on every single hero on the side of Liquid. Even their Phoenix has a Midas and a Force Staff and level 15, so close to level 3 Nova. And they're going for this push. With this all Cuirass, 80 is up on Lifestealer. This is going to be a hard one to send off.
Let's see what they can do here. Liquid, as you said, with this huge amount of power ready to start packing in this bottom lane. Complexity. Now what can they hold off? Tier 3 already falling at an incredible rate. KuroKy just coming in, coming out the boys. And look at this, I mean, they just can't do anything really to get them off the racks. They're moving in, the fortification will come out. 10 seconds, they will have Swindles back alive. That's going to be enough to
oh, they want to re-go, I think.
Off, yeah.
They have the Blink and Force Staff on the Slardar, looking to find anyone right now. Doesn't even have to be a Dazzle, and Dazzle is going to be pretty far back, so...
I mean, we've seen just anyone that this combination jumps onto, they melt in a couple of hits with the Echo Saber.
Yeah, sometimes you can't even grab.
And we have going back in. How are you going to stop this Alchemist? I mean, how are you going to stop the entire team of Liquid? Oh, no, we'll get moved in aggressively to the punishment. The back of the surround. Look at that, just jumping in to Handsken. Swindles. He'll found himself over. He's going to go as well. Complexity lost on the Chargeless duel. He's not going to win it. He's going to lose that one as well. And 5 dead on Complexity. Liquid. Game 1 may have looked close. We said coming out of the back of it, Liquid, they wouldn't have felt satisfied with the Game 1 win, but Game 2 win This is back to the Liquid you'd expect to see here at the major.
Definitely. This is the team that people predicted to be the winner of the event. They look really strong when they find the form. Big credit